my dear Aries. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And if you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This will be a love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that the second row is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. And I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic, but also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you watch the previous love reading for June, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for July. I will try out a new spread today with 10 cards instead of usual 9 card reading. Let me know if you like it or not. And I will start shuffling your cards. And I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. Okay. So when I open your deck here, I see the Queen of Cups together with the Knight of Pentacles in the reversed. So I'm seeing someone giving a lot of love in this situation, while the other person stubbornly resists to give anything. And it's not out of ill will. It's a sense of being hurt and a little bit like broody and bitter, and I don't know what's cooking here. Okay, it feels uncomfortable. Okay, I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Hangman with the Knight of Coins. So it seems like this person in general is a person that procrastinates things. It's not just with you, if you are the Queen of Cups in this equation. They are a little bit constipated. Okay, they hold everything in and hold back, and takes a really long time before this person makes any decisions. So I called the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And now this person is being very disappointed with something. I'm getting the sense that maybe you got tired of giving love to this person. There's still 2 cups standing there. These are spilled. So this is the only thing this person is able to focus on. They don't realize that they maybe have the solution in their own hands to stop procrastinating maybe and take a step forward and show you love back, which is probably what you are waiting for. But this person is seems very helpless. Okay, so 6 elements, and here we have Knight of Cups together with Knight of Coins. So they might come around. This is the energy of carefully and slowly coming around. Okay, they're still the same person, haven't changed personality, but maybe they're really disappointed with how your relationship is going, and they would want to fix it if they just find the right tools. So, but it's still a knight energy, not a queen or king. So they will still be not in your league when it comes to being able to show love and consideration and make things move forward. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also, we want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. It almost felt ready half through, but it wasn't. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you and the person most on your mind and your relationship in July. So this is your input to the relationship, and this is the other person's input. And we have the moon in the reversed. Even if they are scared, they might have had some kind of revelation here, realizing why you have cut them out, and that they might have done too little action or taking too little responsibility and leaving it too much up to you. So they realize this. They realize that they are a big part of the problem, and that you probably got very sick and tired of them with how they acted. So you put boundaries here. And they realize that they haven't done enough. So at least we have come that far. And this is your point of view, and we have the Hierophant. So you have nothing against teaching this person the ropes, but they need to be a willing student. You can't do it if they refuse to commit to you, refuse to cooperate, things like this. You need them to come out of their rut and, be a good student, basically. So that's the only thing you ask from them, be a good student. Okay, and this is their intentions towards you, and we have death here. So death is a very radical card. It's big endings. We usually feel a lot of sadness and sorrow when this is happening. And I'm thinking this person is very, very sad at the moment. And they might also be a little bit angry with you, and they feel like, okay, so if you want to end it, here end comes. I think you instigated some kind of change, which wasn't to this person's liking, because that made them feel even more secure. Because when you maybe babied them with the Queen of Cups, they felt at least a little bit loved. And when you didn't do that anymore, then that was not much more for them to there was no value to find for them in the relationship, because they didn't think about like having a mutual relationship. They wanted you to give a lot of things, and when you stopped giving this, it was like, okay, so you want to break up with me, so I am it's like if someone is destroying this snow castle that you made, you get really angry and you start destroying it too. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Intentions, feelings. They're very dramatic. And this is the World card in reverse. So they thought that they would be with you forever. And then you went and did this thing. Asked for justice for yourself. How could you? Okay, they don't realize that it's just justice that you asked for. They think that you probably stopped loving them. So they are very melodramatic here and saying that I thought we would be together forever, and then you had to go and break it all apart. It was probably just something you were asking for in return, like some effort from them. And this is how they view you. Seven of Swords, so they actually view you as a liar, because you came with all this Queen of Cups love towards them first. And then I didn't see you stop, but I see them getting very disappointed, and here I'm seeing them being very melodramatic. So I guess you did something which wasn't in alignment with the first kind of unconditional love that you might have given them. So they feel like you're a liar. All the things that you told them, that you would be there for them to the end, that you will always love them, this and this and that, it was all a lie. So you're a big fat liar. Okay. And this is how they view the relationship. And we have a Four of Cups in the reverse, so a very insecure energy. Okay, so I'm thinking it was like this. Before, when you came with love towards them, they kind of said, what's the use? It's going to end up in misery anyway, or I can't trust anybody, and life is just a drag, and hell is other people. And now when you don't chase them down the street anymore to give them love, they are a little bit like, hey, where did you go? Where did you go? I'm actually hearing a song. I don't know how well of a fit it is, but I'm thinking they are a little bit full of themselves here, and hoping probably that you are miserable too. But they think that you are successful, but they think that it's just a like a facade, and that you're miserable inside you when you don't have them anymore. So it's an old song, Where Did You Go To, My Lovely? Or where do you go to, my lovely, when you're alone in your bed? Tell me the thoughts that surround you. I want to look inside your head. So suddenly they are curious. First they were not like putting much effort in, and now when they have found out you are a big fat liar because you stopped showering them with the love that you did from the beginning, they start to wonder about you. They become a little bit curious about you. They want to know what's going on and why you changed. Okay. And here we have their next move when it comes to the relationship, and it's the Three of Cups, which is very much in alignment with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles that we saw. That this person wants to reinstigate your relationship, but it's on a little bit casual level, like I want to have fun. It's not, I don't think they want to... I don't think it's like a hit and run, because this person doesn't hit and run anyone. They're just like this, the kind of person hiding underneath the bed. But it's how much they can, invest in the relationship. It's not much. They can have social encounters with you, but they can't promise you forever, or they can't promise you like any more steps or giving you more than the little they have to offer. But it's a sweetness with this card. I'm feeling like they have a lot of interest and love to you, but this person doesn't have much capacity since they are so constipated and like a little bit introvert, maybe. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer. I think this is Pisces. Okay. Okay. So this is your intentions towards this person, and we have a Queen of Wands again. So it's like the teacher energy all over again. You have been through hell and back as a person or as a soul in previous lifetimes, so you have become very seasoned, very skilled with things. So it's easy for you to walk a mile in another person's shoes, but you also don't like people when they are being like sissies or being ridiculous or impossible. So you demand things of people. You want them to step up and, fulfill their destiny and do the things that they are responsible to do and be like a real person. So it's almost like you want to shake this person. Like this. And it's Aries, of course, and this is your feelings for them. So it's about dropping the ball on them. You can see you just want to drop the ball on them because they don't apply themselves, and they go all melodramatic and say, so this is the end. I will never see you again, and you can't talk to me, you can't approach me. They're changing eventually because they miss you, but you are more like, this isn't working, I don't know what else to do, and they become very melodramatic here with the death and the we are soulmates in the reverse. Sorry. So this is how you view them, and it's an Ace of Swords, so you feel like they are a liar too. It's other things as well. It's something that they're hiding and you don't know what it is. I'm feeling like a tiresome, it's like a burden on my shoulder, particularly my neck and shoulders. Is almost like this and I feel like my stomach is doing like this as well. It's because I can't understand for the life of me how this person can act in these stupid ways. Okay, so that's how I feel with this. It's you can't fathom what's going on with this person. It's impossible to realize what's their agenda, like, because it's so self-destructive and it's so ridiculous and it's so counterproductive that it hurts you. Like it makes you cringe. So that's how you view this person, and it's lies, of course, but you don't know what they're lying about. Are they lying about they don't love me, or are they hiding like half of themselves because they don't like their personality, or are they hiding maybe I don't know, another wife or another husband, or that they have a child in another town or a sick relative? You don't know. It's very confusing. And this is how you view the relationship, that you are in a relationship with a very immature person. The Four of Cups is much the card of the child that kind of locks themselves in their room waiting for their parents to come and fix things. So I'm thinking this person have waited in vain for parents coming and fixing things for a very long time. It can also be the opposite, that they are spoiled, so they have become like sheltered for the world. So when the world hits them, they can't deal with it. They might have been born also a highly sensitive person and become a little bit narcissistic because of that. It's only their feelings and their needs that counts and nobody else's. Either because there's three reasons, and it might be a combination of these reasons. Born very sensitive, either being spoiled or being neglected. So they don't know how to handle this. Their survival skill is they're like the snail going into their little shell, or the crab going into the shell. So it's very, very, it can be a Cancer person, this one. It can be an air personality as well. Any personality actually, but they are displaying this air Cancer personality with this energy here. The air because they are very judgmental and suspicious, and the Cancer because they are hiding and sheltering. Sorry. And this is your next move or advice, and it's love. So the divine says we have a little bit issue with this person. They need a lot of love to come out of their shell, and we know you're such a good teacher. So I'm trying to make a sale here. Okay. So but they want you to give them love so that they can be like slowly come out of their shell. So this is what this other person would tell you. I was scared of hurting you. Yes, because they know they're an impossible person. So, and I will never come back. It's the very melodramatic thing here. I never felt like this before. They realize somewhere here, so they want to be with you again. There was a lack of attraction. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. I think this is true. They probably didn't feel like overwhelming kind of love for you because their heart is, there's a wall there. Okay, there's a wall there. So I don't think they might have very little experience with falling in love or being in love with anyone or caring for anyone else for that matter. They might be caring for a few people. That's very super important for them because these are the only ones that they can trust or rely on. And in some cases, it's not even the best people. It can be the kind of people that actually hurt them in the first place. But this person is very, I don't think they know their own feelings unless it's hurts. So they're walking through the dark night of their soul because they're very sensitive. They feel too sensitive for this world. They feel too sensitive for whatever is happening and too sensitive for people. And so they're frankly overwhelmed. And it's hard to feel attraction or feel that you're in love with someone when you're overwhelmed. But I'm getting the sense here that first they say, I will never come back, and they say you're so big fat liar. But then they start to realize that they did a lot of stupid things, and you are entitled to, to not follow through on your initial promises because they didn't do much action to keep the relationship alive. So they, on one level, they realize that, and they will probably realize it more and more with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Coins that we saw together with the Three of Cups. But it's a very slow process. Let's say that this person has come halfway through when their life is done. Well, maybe a quarter through. I don't know exactly. And this is your point of view and what you would want to say. I was trying to be bulletproof. For me, money is important. Yeah, I think you weren't being particularly bulletproof at first, and you have let this person hurt you a lot. So you stopped with that, and that was when they felt you were lying, but you felt they were kind of a liar through the whole relationship, and you weren't really a liar. You just didn't follow through on your promises because you got tired. You got sick and tired of this person. And for me, money is important. I think maybe this person has other issues too. Maybe they have a hard time holding a job. Maybe they have a hard time taking overall responsibility. For money is a way to have a good life, to not have to lie sleepless at night worrying about things. So a person that doesn't deal with things like this is probably, you feel like they are not a good match to you, because if you are taking responsibility for your crap and they are not taking responsibility for their crap, it doesn't matter if you do the best you can. If they gamble away the money, for example, it's not going to be healthy. I don't see you trying to be bulletproof per se like that. It's you're dropping the ball on them, and and you feel like they are, because they are super childish, so you feel that this is not a good relationship and you don't want to get hurt by them anymore, basically. And you want someone that's more grown up, that can take more responsibility. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'll take from Romance Angels to see a little bit what the divine is hinting as an outcome for this situation. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So it might be that you can't connect exactly right now, but it's much the same. Maybe you're supposed to disconnect from each other here for a while and then disconnect from the world. It means almost like hiding together with this person. So if that makes sense, maybe shelter them from the world a little bit. I'm hearing a Bruce Springsteen song with that, Cover Me. So they want to hide underneath, I don't know, a blanket together with you. And like if we could exclude the world, it would be a good thing. So this is an advice card, and we have Fragment. So Fragment, I think it goes with these swords here. We get only fragment of this story also. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I, Nyx, love you and see you as a beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem. Also remember to take a step back when you are trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So I'm also feeling a connection with these cards here, that maybe for this time you need to be bulletproof and focus on, money or work or things that, where you can see tangible result, which would make you feel more grounded and secure. Because I think this person has made you very insecure with all the things that you can't understand. It's this cringe that I'm feeling whenever you try to make sense of this situation here with this person. So deal with situation that makes sense and let this other situation rest for a while. And when this person comes back and is a little bit more ready to put some effort in, then maybe you can be their school teacher if you would find that to be your calling. Okay, so I'm also going to take from Wisdom of the Oracle Divination cards. See if this, I want two for you, this one as well. So we'll start with this one, Mending. So I'm feeling this, very gentle, not big moves, not asking the person for commitment or rushing ahead 5,000 steps into the future. They are not ready for it, and frankly right now maybe there shouldn't be a relationship at all for the time being, just to rest and recuperate and find better ways to deal with things when we get a little bit a distance to things. We can also find more understanding. So each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. You come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and honest redress. So they're asking for more gentle energy, and maybe you can't understand this person, but they sure have their reasons for their behavior. Yeah, okay, here comes the reasons. 5, orphaned. 4, 5. We were all meant to have connection with other people, with our families, our society, and a larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss and confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. And we're seeing this is like a bird girl. And I'm feeling this goes well for both you and your partner here, or what we should call them. They are acting like this towards you. You might have these issues with some parts of the rest of the world. I think this might be your person that you have leaned towards them, even if there was nothing there to lean on. But in some way, I feel that they were your person, maybe because they weren't overwhelming to you, and they were underwhelming, and that draw you in, because maybe you are used to getting overwhelmed by people and their demands and things like this. But this person is almost like fog. They are not very like in your face like this. And for them, I don't think you are in that sense their person, or have been. I think they have had other people that have been like their person. But there's a very real possibility that they are slowly starting to see you as their person. When they're looking back on how your relationship were and all the things you did for them, and also they might miss you a great deal inside their heart, which makes them kind of crave you, and that might make you grow into their person in their mind. So that's a delicate process, and I'm not saying you have to become their person, but if you feel still connected to them, then I want to let you know that they are growing in trust with you, but it's a very, very delicate process, and it's not something that can be rushed, and it's not something you can force out of the other person. So the best way to do things here is probably to move on for now. If the person isn't available here, you have some kind of fallout, and then see what happens. Focus on your life and to make every part of it beautiful and wonderful, and then we'll see if this person in time is coming back and you still feel like they are your person. Then this could be a very profound healing moment, maybe for both of you. So as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support but may be disappointed. and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs. So you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are, without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Okay. So I hope this helped. I'm sorry for my voice. I would urge you to watch your reading, their true thoughts and feelings, in their true thoughts and feelings playlist that will probably tell you more about this story, or the reading What Do They Want to Happen Between You for your sign, or the love readings for June, all readings which are already posted. And if you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button, or follow the link in the description box to learn more. Next week, I will start posting What Do They Want to Happen Between You. So looking forward to that, and hoping you will join me at that time. So take really good care and enjoy your summer, and bye bye for now.